Hey Canucks fans, doesn't it feel great to have Brock Boeser back? I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, September the 19th. Today, I want to make this a Brock Boeser appreciation vlog. And there's so many reasons why Vancouver Canucks fans love Brock Boeser. And they were all kind of brought to the surface in a good way yesterday with his arrival back into town. On the ice, we know how much he brings to the team. He's our best winger, our most talented winger, most exciting player to watch on the wing. You know, obviously I keep emphasizing on the wing because Pettersson is a center. But when Brock Boeser's on his game, he adds a lethal dynamic to our lineup. He's a first-line winger for sure. He was a Calder Trophy finalist 2 seasons ago. Had a very strong season last year, a little bit inconsistent, but that was because of a slow start. But overall, we know what he brings. The chance to score every time he touches the puck, wicked snapshot, wrist shot especially. That wrist shot's crazy. He can deke. He can skate hard enough. Defensive, not the best player ever on defense, but that's something that he'll get with experience. So overall, we know what he's like and what he can give us on the ice. Just that added dynamic and added threat every time he touches the puck. And when he's circling the net, setting up for a one-timer on the power play, even strength, 3-on-3, whatever it may be. So obviously, we are very happy. We know what he can do on the ice. But I think yesterday really spoke to why we like Brock Boeser so much off the ice. And even before we get to yesterday, we know the tragedy he's gone through with losing some friends earlier on in his life, some of his best friends. We know all the struggles that his dad has had with health, including cancer, including Parkinson's, and the most recent heart failure. So all these things, the car accident as well. So a lot of things going on in his life. We also know of the wonderful story of Bailey, the girl with Down syndrome from his hometown, who asked Brock to be her prom date, and he said yes, and they kept that friendship going. And he does that quietly. He doesn't do that for the publicity. He does that because he believes it's the right thing to do. So much good about Brock's character. And then yesterday, when he returned to the Vancouver Canucks, and they were smart, I think it was a bit intentional that they followed him around and made it a feel-good story. But it was a feel-good story. And I think the fact that Brock Boeser, there's a few things here. I think the fact that Brock Boeser signed and wants to play, did not want to miss any more of the preseason, knowing that he already missed a week of training camp. I think that speaks a lot to his character. That's why we love him so much. He's not like Patrick Laine, who's already in the media already chirping about how he doesn't get to play with the best players on his own team. Like, that's not going to help the situation at all. So, like, imagine if you were one of Patrick Laine's line mates and you hear that. So you could tell Brock Boeser wasn't selfish. He even admitted that he said to his agent, get me back into camp or get me back into town. I love Vancouver. He was saying the right things about saying it's not about a 3-year contract, then 1 more year, qualifying offer, and then boom, out of here. He was talking about signing long-term, 3 and then another 6, 7, 8 years. He loves Vancouver. He loves the city. He loves the organization. He loves the fans, all those things. So that speaks to Brock Boeser. That's why we love Brock Boeser so much. So the fact that he wanted to get back into town and he wasn't looking to hold out and basically hold the Canucks hostage, so to speak. Maybe not the best phrase to use, but you know what I mean. He wanted to get back into camp and be with his teammates. Then the Canucks posted that video, that awesome video that got a lot of play of him walking into one of the dressing rooms and embracing Bo Horvat. But he didn't call him Bo, he called him Horvat, and he gave him a wonderful hug. And it was kind of cool. They were joking about how he was too cheap to ship a wedding gift to Bo, so he's got to get one. He probably did what I usually do is I say that I have a gift, I actually forget to get one, and then I tell the guy, I'll bring it to you later in person, and then I actually go out and get it. But anyways, I'm not going to judge Brock and his wedding gift etiquette there. So that was kind of cool, and you could just see the affection and the respect that Bo and Brock had, and they've built some chemistry over the past 2 seasons, of course, as well. Maybe that bromance is only rivaled by the one budding between Brock and Elias Pettersson. So that was kind of cool to see, and just their quick interplay, and I think, like I said, the Canucks were smart to film that, to record that, and to share that. And then that was really fun. And by the way, I think I'm going to start, I kind of joked around on Twitter, I'm going to start greeting my wife Gail and my 3 kids like that. Just, big hug, last name Emo, and just kind of do that. That's kind of cool. And then, of course, the 10-minute scrum that we've seen a lot about, we heard about, where Brock Boeser talked about the fact that he wasn't he didn't have a contract, the fact that he wanted it done, the back and forth, how much he wants to play, the improvements of the team, and of course he was talking about his dad's health. And I've seen a lot of people kind of go back and forth, especially on Twitter. Some people are saying, hey, Canucks media, leave his dad out of it, leave his family out of it, just ask about hockey questions. I tend to disagree. I'm fine with it from a standpoint of, whoops, I made myself, I'm fine with it from a standpoint of, I think Brock Boeser is comfortable talking about his family. He could have easily shut it down when they asked how, I think the question was the first one was phrased more of, was it okay though? At least you had kind of your dad's situation to deal with, and not distract you, but I'm just fixing the lighting here, but not distract you, but at least one of the small blessings was that you could deal with your dad's situation. And Brock could have easily shut that down and said, no, I don't want to talk about it, or yeah, he's fine, thank you, or thank you for everything, but let's move on. Brock talked for a couple minutes about it, and he was emotional. He broke down. He choked up. He asked the reporters to give him a couple seconds, and it was raw. It was beautiful, and it spoke to just where Brock's priorities are. Family first. I always say that, right, in all my tweets and in a lot of my vlogs and stuff. Family first, and family should be the priority. He's not saying that he doesn't care about hockey, but he's saying that at that point in time, yeah, his focus was on his dad and his health, and he knew that the contract would take care of itself. So I think it was great. I think it was fine, actually, that the media asked about it. Brock could have shut it down, but I get why some people think maybe, just stick to hockey, and I certainly wouldn't judge them for that. So the fact that he showed such emotion, but such poise in answering those questions and talking about his family, yet another glimpse into his character, into his integrity, that's another reason why we love Brock Boeser. By the way, as an aside, I know I probably say a lot of things. I think I say a lot. I'll say a lot. I have all these word whiskers. But if you listen to Brock Boeser interview, 95% of the time he starts his answer with obviously. Obviously, it was great to be with my family. Obviously, I wanted to get back here. Obviously, we signed some good players. Obviously, I can't wait to play with Pettersson. It's great. It's kind of funny, but I picked up on it last year. I kind of poked fun of it. Not poke fun, but I noticed it last year, and I certainly noticed it again in his media scrum. So next time Brock Boeser does an interview or something, yeah, look for that. Listen for that. I promise you will catch, obviously, at the start of almost every one of his sentences. Actually, Bo Horvat does that too. Maybe that's another thing that's rubbed off on him. So all these things, aside from those word whiskers, and maybe that's another reason why we love him too, but I'm just so thrilled that he's back. Canucks fans are thrilled that he's back, and we saw the love. We saw the love on social media, on YouTube, that counts as social media, on the internet, and just in the coverage overall. So Brock Boeser, so happy to have you back. Can't wait to see you on the ice, the magic you're going to bring with Pettersson and overall to our team. And we thank you for who you are off the ice, the character, the humility, and the integrity that you show. It's awesome, and it's why we love you so much, and we can't wait for you to have an awesome season. So good to have you back. Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Do you agree with kind of all of my assessments? What stands out to you about Brock Boeser, and what are you most excited about? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Enjoy the day. God bless. Go Canucks, go.